We all get to make choices in life, but very few of us truly understand the choices that we're making. When I burned out of my successful career as it was still on the rise, I didn't realize that all the choices I had made up until that point would lead me to burning out. But that was the fact of the matter. I made the choice to constantly work. I made the choice to ignore my body. I made the choice to work beyond my capacity multiple weeks, days, months in a row, right? Those were all choices that I made, but I didn't realize that I was making them. I was acting from the identity of a high achiever, and high achievers keep pushing through. High achievers wear the badge of hustle with honor. Yeah. High achievers keep going until the job is done. And it was that identity that kept me in that cycle. And so, like I say, I didn't fully understand all of the choices that I was making, because the choices that I was making and the behaviors that I was doing was so closely entwined with my belief of who I was as a high achiever. But if I was to change that identity and then teach my brain, namely the DMN, with the default mode network, which is responsible for your self-referential thinking, if I was to kind of teach it through repeated thought, through actions and behaviors that support that identity, then if I was to teach it a new identity, then I would have different default responses, right? Like when I decided that I was going to give up smoking, I became the identity of a non-smoker. And I just did that overnight. I just decided, I made that really firm decision that I was no longer a smoker. I stepped into the identity of somebody who had never smoked. Yeah. And I never, ever, ever even wanted a cigarette from that day on. I gave up smoking 30 cigarettes a day overnight because I stepped so fully into that identity. Now, usually it takes, time. It takes time to retrain your DMN to this new identity that you're creating. But that just happened overnight. So that tells me then that I know that it is possible to create an identity overnight. Yeah. It doesn't need to take the 14, 21, 40 days that people are saying. Yeah. I created the identity of being a zero smoking person, somebody who had never ever picked up a cigarette, therefore I never wanted a cigarette, overnight. And if I can do that, then that means that I can also step into the identity of anybody that I choose to. And if I can do it, you can do it. Because we are one, right? This is what the universe lets us know, that we are all connected. We are one. You are a reflection of me. I am a reflection of you. If you can do something, then I can too. And if I can do something, then yes, you can absolutely do it too. Yeah. So it's all a case of who do you choose to be? What identity are you connecting with? What do the belief, or what beliefs does that identity have? Yeah. Because when we can do that, when we can truly tap into the version of us that we choose to be, we just skip timelines. Yeah. We skip into parallel versions of us. All of everything is happening all at once. Yeah. So when I became that, non-smoking person, not an ex-smoker, but a non-smoker, then I just leapt into a parallel version of me that had never picked up a cigarette. Yeah. So the choice that we get to make is, what version of us are we going to jump into? Because all versions exist. All versions of us exist right now, this second. So who is it that you're choosing to be? What beliefs does that version of you have? Yeah. Like the belief of my non-smoking Janet she didn't believe that she needed a cigarette after finishing a meal. She didn't need a cigarette as soon as she woke up. Yeah, like my old current version did, but not that one. Yeah. So if you're going to step into the most accomplished version of you, the most successful version of you, the richest version of you, the happiest version of you, the most peaceful version of you, what do they believe to be true? What do they believe to be true? Yeah. That's the fundamental question that you need to ask. Because as soon as you ask that question, then you get yourself into the 5 drivers of behavior. Yeah. So beliefs create thoughts, and thoughts create feelings, and feelings create actions, and actions create results, and then the results reinforce the belief. So if you change your belief about who you are, if you change your self-concept about who you are, then you will have different thoughts, because you will manifest those thoughts according to your self-concept. Yeah. And then because you're having different thoughts, you're going to have different feelings. Yeah. So the old version of Janet, the smoking version of Janet, the Janet who used to smoke 30 a day without batting an eyelid, she believed that cigarettes calmed her down. She believed that that it was very normal to want a cigarette as soon as you woke up, have a cigarette with your coffee in the morning, have a cigarette after your meal. That was all very, very normal. So I had to create a different normal. And the different normal was that never happened. That just never happened in my life. That was the new normal that I adopted. And like I say, for me, in that instance, it just went like that. It was like instant, overnight. I went to bed one night thinking of okay, I'm giving up smoking tomorrow. I'm not going to be smoking anymore after that. Yeah, there's just no more smoking for me. No more. Absolutely none. I'm not being a smoker after tonight. And I remember going to bed thinking that. I remember waking up not wanting a cigarette at all. And like I say, I haven't picked a cigarette up since. And I did the same when I decided that I was going to walk every day. Every day for 30 minutes, I decided as soon as I woke up, I was just going to get my stuff on, go for a 30-minute walk. And I did it every day. And it didn't matter what the weather was like, because the identity that I had of myself was somebody who woke up every morning and took that walk. Now, in the case of the walking, as soon as we knew that we were moving into this apartment, I kind of stopped doing that. And I reverted back into the version of me that didn't do that just by habit, that didn't have that tied to my identity. Yeah. But, I'm going to start that again because that was quite good. So I know that tonight I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to think, okay, so the version of me that I choose to be walks every day. Walks every day without fail. Walks every day, whether it's sunny, windy, rainy, snowy, doesn't matter. The first thing she does as soon as she wakes up is get her shoes on, get her outfit on to go walking. And like I say, it's not, I'm not running, I'm not like walking a marathon or anything. I'm literally walking around the block. But it takes a certain mindset to just do that without thinking about it, to do that more unconsciously than consciously. Yeah. And that is training your default mode network into a new concept of who you are. And like I say, you do that through repetition of thought. Usually you do that through repetition of thought and repetition of behavior and actions that back up the new identity that you want, right? But it doesn't always take time. Sometimes it just happens overnight. Yeah, and I can't really explain that. Everybody tells me it takes 21, 40 days to create a new habit, to create this new identity, but I've proven that it doesn't. So that isn't actually true. That isn't a truth. But we get to decide our actual truths, right? because we're the creators. We get to decide the truth. So my truth is, if I decide to be somebody new, then I can just step into that identity overnight. I can go to bed thinking about who that identity is, and I can wake up the next morning and be that person. That's a truth for me now, because I decide it to be. That's the way that we create our world. What happens is that a lot of people make all these decisions completely unconsciously, not knowing that they're making decisions at all. Not knowing that they don't actually have to believe that that's what happens for them. Yeah. And like I say, I used to do that. Back in the day, I was running on autopilot like the next guy. I really was, you know. I didn't understand all the decisions that I was making because I didn't have any awareness of the decisions that I was making. I had no awareness of my ability to control my life, to control my reality, to create my reality. Now I have an awareness of it. I have an awareness of when I'm going off the path of my highest potential. I have an awareness of the thoughts that I'm having, so then I can change the thought if I choose to, right? So my invitation to you today is to become aware. Become aware of the thoughts that you're having. Become aware of the actions that you're taking and the thoughts behind those actions and the feelings behind those actions. And then become aware of the beliefs that you've attached to the identity that you are, you know, holding on to right now. And if the life that you're living right now doesn't match the life that you would choose to be living, then reach out, book a call with me. I would love to chat and investigate who you're being now as opposed to who you would choose to be. Yeah? What are the differences there? What are the differences in belief structures? What are the differences in behavior? Because as soon as you know that, then you're on a winner. Then you can properly start creating the life that is yours. Because all possibilities are available to you. You are limitless, but only limited by the self-concept that we have of ourselves and our abilities. So thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and subscribing and sharing this with anybody that you know would benefit from it. You'll find another video just there. And if you would like to work with me, then there's a link in the description. So just click there and we'll chat. But regardless, just know that you're ready. And this is where it begins. I'll see you next time. Bye.